Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Park Bowl. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, as we begin game number 3 today. A 4:30 start. Well, they're a little bit behind, but there is a little makeup time in there, so maybe they'll be okay for the 7 o'clock start. This game underway. Home team will be Prairie Du Chien. Here's a ball lifted foul out of play. Brody Mitchell once again leading things off here for Onalaska. They picked up a win. 5-2 over West Salem here just moments ago. That's going to ride high for a ball. Pitching today, this is Carter Lopsey, and I hope we're saying the name correctly. That's fouled back at us. Lopsey now with an even count here at 2-2 as the right-hander gets set to deal. Here's a ground ball. Second base side, the throw in time to get the out. And there's one down. Four, 3 on the putout for out number 1. Well, we hope the folks are joining us down there in Prairie Du Chien. Tried to get the word out and around. Some phone calls not going through. I sincerely apologize for that. I'm not sure what was going on. Here's a ball lifted to the right side, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Griffin Schultz with the first hit of the ball game. For Onalaska, post 336. Now stepping in is Caden Pierzina. First offering is going to be downstairs. Runner taking off, and now he's going to stop and go back, and not able to keep the ball in the glove. It probably would have made it. But that's hindsight. Bryce Lenzendorf doing the catching. That'll be downstairs with some familiar names here on the Prairie Du Chien Grasshoppers roster. Drew Bodie, the new coach. There's a called strike. Pedretti, Lenzendorf, Jones, Eastman, Ingham. A lot of names we've seen before here. Continuing on that good tradition. Swing and a miss. The throw down, and that's going to be in time, and it's a double play. How about that? Excuse me, it wasn't a strikeout. It was just a swing and a miss. I thought it was 2 strikes. I apologize. Now there are 2 strikes. It's going to be an out. As Schultz is thrown out 2-4. And I'm wondering, too, he didn't slide. I wonder if that was part of it. But it looked like he was not going to get to the bag. Here's a drive. And that's going to get over the head of the left fielder. And now that out at second looms pretty big. There was an RBI sitting there on that swing as Pierzina drives a double to left field. Here's Caden Kokaizo now, who will be at third base. Pitching will be Owen Trainer for Onalaska when they take the field. Curveball drops away. One and 0. There's your strike. First game of the tournament here for the Grasshoppers of Prairie Du Chien. They'll turn around and play again here at 7 o'clock. And they'll play 2 in a row tomorrow, noon and 2:15. West Salem and then West B. Just missed outside. Onalaska and Viroqua to play the final game of the tournament at 4:30 tomorrow. That'll be upstairs. Three and two the count once again. And there's a walk being issued. Two hits and a walk, and two down. Carson Zinnicker, who will be in right field, watches the first pitch go upstairs for a ball. That ball is going to ricochet off from the catcher in Linsendorf, and everyone moves up a spot. Zinnicker, see what he did back in the previous game. He had a couple of hits in that win over West Salem. That's going to write in on the letters. Now 3 and 0. That offering is right down the middle for a called strike. Got the automatic in there. And he'll go again. 3 and 1. Ground ball, third base side. They'll go to first, and that'll take care of the inning. Well, a good job defensively, keeping the runs off the board, we'll say. 5-3 on the putout for out number 3. No runs on a couple of hits and 2 runners left on base. We'll come back with the bottom of the first inning, and the Prairie Du Chien Grasshoppers will be coming up to bat. Owen Trainer steps onto the mound. His battery mate here is going to be Seth Kowalski once again doing the catching. Meanwhile, for Prairie Du Chien, Noah Pedretti will start things off, the leadoff man, followed by Carter Lopsy, the pitcher, and Bryce Linsendorf. It looks like an L. I wonder if that could be a C. Could be Copsy. Here's the ball lifted foul 3-2 the count. Another foul ball. All right, it is Copsey. Oh, that's a good one. Quick toss over to first and back in with a dive. So Carter Copsey at bat, he's the pitcher, takes a strike from Trainer. Shows bunt, that's a foul ball. And now a couple of strikes on him. Well, you see the regular sponsors in the lower left corner of the screen here for our area. Westby and Viroqua, another quick toss. Ball bouncing away just for a moment, but nothing out of the ordinary. We appreciate all their wonderful support. We'll talk about the sponsors, be a little more with that in regards to recognizing them in the next game coming up with Viroqua and Prairie Du Chien. That coming up around the 7 o'clock hour. Swing and a miss, and that'll be out number one. First strikeout for Owen Trainer, and he's also given up the first hit. One down, one on. No score in the ball game. Bottom half of inning number one. Onalaska threatened in that top half, but the Prairie defense came through at the end. There's a called strike to Bryce Lenzendorf. This is popped up out of play. Not too far from us, and a couple of younger guys going after it, getting that freezy. Get the baseball back to him. Runner taking off, the throw down is not going to be in time. Pedretti gets the stolen base. Noah with pretty good speed. Puts the Grasshoppers in a scoring position here now. Here's a ball lifted right over the head of the shortstop. Pedretti will motor down to third. Meanwhile, Lenzendorf with the base hit at first. Here's Hunter Jones. Got a couple of Hunters in the ball game today. Hunter Morse will be DHing for Onalaska. here we have Hunter Jones. Takes the ball high. That's going to stay outside for a ball. 2-0 the count. Hitter's pitch on the way. Jones with good pop in the bat. Watches that one upstairs. Good discipline. Looking for his pitch. Now 3-0. Going to be a strike right there. And another one came right back with a little bit of a off-speed pitch that dropped in. Here's a ball lifted up, and it's going to be caught by the center fielder. Saying that third base was Pedretti. That was in shallow center field. That would have been a little bit gutsy, and you want to take a shot at it with Dawson Eastman coming up to bat, the first baseman. So the little fly ball to center field for out number 2. There's a strike to Eastman. Curveball stayed high. Even the count at 1 apiece. Nice little crowd here right now. We got to think that there'll be more coming for the primetime game tonight. Runner taking off. The throw is not going to be in time. A little bit of a collision out there, but no harm, no foul. That offering stayed upstairs, and now it's 3-1. Hunter's at second and third. Now 3-2. Chance for an RBI or 2 with a base hit here. Pop this one up and out of play. And the home plate umpire got to go get a couple more baseballs here. Sometimes you just don't have enough. Hanging curveball, and it stayed upstairs. A walk will load the bases up here now for Brady Lenzendorf, the center fielder. Again, first time around here, we're in the bottom of the first inning, no score. A couple of hits and a walk, and things are loaded up here. There's a swing and a miss. Runners taking a lead. This is popped up third base side, and they'll get the grab for out number 3. Well, the pop-up will end the inning, and the Onalaska defense comes through as the Grasshoppers were looking to challenge here in the bottom of the first. We'll take a little break and come right back with more action from the Park Bowl. Top half of inning number 2 now. It's Hubert, followed by Morse, the DH. Here's a slow grounder, and boy, beating it out. Good hustle right there. Hubert's going to get himself an infield single. Here's the DH and Hunter Morse. Joseph Walters to follow. Takes the ball inside. Tomorrow's ball games beginning at noon. Westby and Prairie Du Chien. Prairie Du Chien will tackle West Salem before the final, Onalaska and Viroqua. That's at 4:30. That's lifted foul out of play. Heading out towards some of the cars. Look out. Another pop-up out of play. And Copsey is out in front, 1-2 in the count. Whoa, he just missed on that one. Count now even at 2 apiece here with 1 on and a chop foul underneath. Heading to the Onalaska dugout area. We'll keep it at 2-2. Again, a very pleasant day today. High is probably in that low 80 range. Here's a ball that's going to be looped out and dropping in as a runner gets to first base. That was Morse, the DH. Two on with nobody out. And Joseph Walters with a chance here to get a lead. There's a ground ball right down to first, and that's going to be an easy unassisted play. Eastman able to grab that one. Boy, that ball hugged the line. It's as good as a bunt, though. Sacrifice bunt. It wasn't, though, a bunt, but it was as good as that. Gets the runners over into scoring position even more so now. With 1 out and 2 on base here, second and third, knocking on the door again. There's a strike. There's a ground ball. They'll go to third, and he dropped the ball. Now they're going to say he's out. They did make the tag. The ball popped out. Not sure what happened there, but out is recorded, and a run does come across. Hubert will score here. Tag is on Morse. Two down. That's going to be a base hit as that one gets through at third. Jones tried to knock it down, and it just literally zinged right by him. We're going to give him an infield, give him a single on that. That was a hard shot. Back to the top of the order here. Here's Griffin Schultz. Pop this one up. And that will take care of business here in the second inning. Onalaska with the run. And that's where we'll stand here with the fly ball to left. 1-0 your score. We move to the bottom half of the second inning. 7, 8, 9 part of the order for Prairie Du Chien. Taking a look at the first three batters, Weston Marks will start things off here. As I mentioned, as we left that previous half inning, 7, 8, 9 part of the order here for Prairie Du Chien. Marks coming in, the right fielder. Watches the second offering upstairs for ball 2. Turn around and coming right back, there's a ground ball, and that's going to be an error. So an E6 here. Bring up Nick McCulloch now. Going to foul that one off. That's going to get away from the catcher, Kowalski, and heading to second base is Marks. In scoring position here, looking to try and tie this game up. Onalaska scooted across a run here in the top of the second with the early lead. There's a strike. 1-2 now. Oh, and a called strike 3. McCulloch not able to pull the trigger on that ball that curved back in for strike 3. Here's Drake Ingham. Ingham, the left fielder today, swings at the first opportunity. curveball. Not able to connect here. It's 0-1. Good game coming up after this. Viroqua and Prairie Du Chien. That's always a dandy one. Swing and a miss again. And now Ingham is low on the count. He is 0-2. Or you could say Trainer is way out in front. That's going to be a foul back. Just got a piece of that on the end of the bat. Trying to hang tough. That's going to stay up high off the strike zone. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. And they'll put the tag on to finish off that inning, or that at bat, I should say, with Drake Ingham. Here's Noah Pedretti. With 2 down. He came up with a single, found the green out there in the outfield area. Left center back in the first inning. Fouled that one at us. This is lifted foul to the right side. That's going to get close to some of the fans sitting underneath the trees. Stay in the shade over there and the right side. They nearly got clipped. Trainer will spin and chase the runner back to second base in marks. And there is a called strike 3. Pedretti got fooled on that one. You're not going to see that very often. He's a tough out. As it is, no runs on no hits. 1 runner left on base after the error. And the Onalaska defense comes through once again. 1-0 your score after 2. Well, Caden Pierzina is going to step in and face Copsey here in the top of the 3rd inning. 3, 4, 5 part of the order. It's the meat of the order here for Onalaska, holding on to a 1-0 lead. Here's a ball lifted out towards left field. That's going to be caught. There's 1 down. Here's Caden Kokaizo now. Kokaizo watches the first pitch move away from him for a ball. Second one is going to be skied towards center field, going back and going to make the catch right at the warning track out there in center field. My goodness. Brady Lensendorf just kept going back and back, but he finally was able to corral the swing from Kokaizo. Two down. Here is Carson Zinnicker. Zinnicker is going to look at a shot here. He's got a chance. Oh, it's a great play by the third baseman in Jones. And he gets the ball over to Eastman for out number 3. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're going to go to the bottom half of inning number 3. Grasshoppers down by a run at 1-0 here as we move into the bottom half of inning number 3. The home team looking to try and strike here with the 2-3-4 part of their order. Carter Copsey, the pitcher, Bryce Lenzendorf, and then Hunter Jones made a nice play for that 5-3 put out to end the previous half inning. Two and 0 the count here. Checked his swing in time as that ball was downstairs. This is lifted up in the air, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman. I think we just caught the view of him making the grab. That will bring up Bryce Lenzendorf now with one away. The catcher. Swing and a miss. Lenzendorf, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, and Hunter Jones to follow the cleanup man. A foul tip, maybe. 0-2. Foul ball. High on the screen. Another pop-up, this time pitcher himself will take it. In Trainer. So a couple of pop-ups, and there's two-way. Jones flew out to center field to end the previous, half inning, the first, back in the first. Here's a drive, this to center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So with 2 down, downstairs for a ball. This is Dawson Eastman. Well, 4 straight pitches. It's a walk here. So Eastman gets the walk. Here comes Brady Lenzendorf. 2 on, 2 down. Swing, and that's going to be partial swing, says the umpire. That ball ricochets off from Kowalski, and everyone's going to move up a spot. That was upstairs. It's 1-1. Called strike. That curve just broke in time. That's going to get away, and here comes the runner, and he's going to make it in. And now looking to score. That's going to get away. And 2 aggressive plays, and Prairie Du Chien has the lead. Wow. So the wild pitch, we're going to have to call that. And then all of a sudden, the throws didn't materialize the way you think, and both Jones and Eastman score on aggressive base running. How about that? It's now 2-1. Three to the count. And another walk issued here to Lenzendorf this time. Now Weston Marks, the right fielder. And we're going to get a quick little timeout here as coach is going to come out and talk things over with his infield. Runner's going to take off now and get into second base as we come back from that little timeout with the chat on the mound. Lenzendorf down at second base now. 2-1 the score. Grasshoppers. Swing and a miss. Marks went after a fastball that all of a sudden just plain dropped off the table, it looked like. Now 1-2 the count. That's out in front of home plate by about 4 feet. There's the ball lifted foul out of play. Up into the stands. Swing and a miss. They'll go down. There's no place to go. They wanted to go down to first, and catcher and Kowalski dropped the ball twice. So they'll get the trainer will get the strikeout recorded, but it's not going to be an official out. I guess you could say it's going to go down. This case, I'm going to put down an error on Kowalczyk because he couldn't make the throw. That's a tough break. It's a tough error. Runners at first and third now. And Nick McCulloch steps in, the second baseman. Called strike, and it's 1-1. Another strike dropping in. It's now 1-2 with 2 down. Kullik trying to get an extra run in here. Down at third stands Brady Lenzendorf. That'll be upstairs. And that will put the balance at 2-2. Another ball here. Now 3-2. And that will take care of the inning. Kullik goes down swinging here for out number 3. But the Grasshoppers pick up a couple of runs here on some dandy base running. They get 2 runs on 1 hit. There was an error in the inning and a runner left on base. We will take a little break and come back with more here as we move to the top of the 4th inning. Coming right up. Onalaska now finds themselves behind 2-1 here. Moving into the top of the 4th inning. Prairie Du Chien, the home team here. Hubert will get things started. And he will get it started with a base hit. Back up to center field. There he stands at first. He definitely got a hold of that one with a good swing. Here is Hunter Morse now, the DH. Morse is DHing for Trainer, the pitcher. He's going to lift that one foul out of play. Next offering is downstairs for a ball to even the count at 1 apiece. With nobody out and 1 on. And that's going to be up and out of play to the right. Just missed with that curveball. Wound up going outside. There's a foul ball. Ricochets off the cement wall here. Back out to the first base side where Topsy will pick it up. Curveball nearly got him. It was a bit inside though. And all of a sudden it's 3-2. Runner taking off. It's ball 4, it looked like. Yep. So Morse gets the walk. He's 1 for 1 with a base hit and now a walk. He's doing his job as the DH, getting on base. Now the Grasshoppers with nobody out, looking for an out. There's a strike. as Joseph Walters steps in, the left fielder. Here's a ground ball. They'll go to third to get the lead. Nice job over there by Pedretti on the scoop and throw. So the fielder's choice, it's 6-5 on the putout. One down for Seth Kowalski. Runners at first and second, one away. Showing bunt, and that went foul to the left. Looking down, getting the sign from the coach, and now Kowalski steps back in and he lifts this one. Foul to the right side. One of the little guys over here trying to make the catch bare hand, and that's going to sting a little bit, he says. Other little guy gives him the ball and says, hey, you touched it first. Go get your freezy. That'll cool your hand down. That ball is in tight on the offering, now 1-2. Well, there's good sportsmanship outside the playing field area here, too. How about that? Chop that one underneath for a foul ball. That's always good to see. Ground ball, that's going to go off Jones, and that's going to have to be an error. Tough break there. That one just kind of ate him up a little bit. Kowalski is going to get a courtesy runner coming in for him. That was, tell if that was Stewart or Lawrence there. Now we're going to get a timeout on the field. Well, stepping in is going to be Brody Mitchell with bases loaded. One down. No place to put him. A 2-1 score here. Prairie Du Chien out in front. Onalaska threatening. They'll come home for one. The relay is not going to be in time. Boy, what a great try right there. But they get the lead. Fielder's choice here. You also have to admire the hustle by Michek not to get doubled off. He could have had that happen to him easily. You can't feel sorry for yourself in baseball. It only compounds the problem. Pop this one foul out behind us. Just a bit outside. That's going to be a ball. This is popped up. Second baseman says he has it, and he does, to finish up the inning. Wow. Schultz with the pop-up, and Grasshoppers dodging a big bullet right there. No runs on one hit. There was one error in the inning. 2-1 the score remains. Back with more. We move to the bottom of the fourth in a moment. The ground ball back up the middle, and the throw is going to get away from the first baseman. That'll have to probably go down as an error. It might have, gosh, I don't know if he had that one beat out or not, to be honest with you. That was going to be close here. So Ingham, again, that was a tough play. I think if he comes up with it quickly, though, it's probably going to be an out. So we're going to go down with an error. And I still cringe on that, just so you know. The top of the order here now in Noah Pedretti. Noah will take a ball. Two and 0. Quick toss over to first here, and he literally had the dive back in. Guess we'll get ready now. Another big lead over here. Check the swing, but it's in there for a strike. 2-1. Now the count. That's going to get away from Kowalski, and Ingham is down at second base very quickly. There's a strike. Noah thought that was a little bit high. Now he's got to get after it here in a 3-2 offering coming up. That's going to get away from everybody. And heading down to third is Ingham. Ball got away from the catcher here in Kowalski. Here is Carter Copsey, the pitcher. Nobody out. Toss over to first, but diving back in. That's going to one hop out in front, and Pedretti will stroll into second base here with no play. A little bit high. Well, it's 3-0. Got to make him throw a strike here, you would think. And he did. Trainer's next offering is swung on and a foul tip. pretty good curveball that was dropping. And now it's 3-2. Little chopper, and that's going to be foul, third base side. Runners at second and third here for the Grasshoppers of Prairie Du Chien. Trying to get a run or two more here as they lead 3-2. And they're going to get the bases loaded as Copsey watches that curve stay outside. And now your number 3 hitter in Bryce Lenzendorf now stepping in. Lenzendorf so far a base hit, 1 for 2. A little bit high, 2-0. On deck is Hunter Jones, the cleanup man. 3-0 now as Trainer has been pitching pretty carefully here to Lenzendorf. There's a strike. No place to put him. Now he's got to go on the attack. And that's going to be ball 4, an RBI walk. Ingham will come across to score. Here is Hunter Jones, and we are going to get a pitching change. We'll take a break. Well, Seth Kowalski is going to come in and pitch now for the Onalaska crew. His first offering is going to ride in tight on Jones. Meanwhile, Hunter Morse, the DH, now comes in and catches. So there'll no longer be a DH. This Trainer does come out of the ball game. Here's a drive, and that is going to split the defense here. Here comes 1 run, 2. They're going to hold 3 and get him back in time. Wow, what a shot there by Jones. He drilled that one for a double. Bryce Lenzendorf, he was on his horse, and coach had to hold him up, and he had to spin around and almost crawl back to the bag at third. 2 big runs coming across. Here is Dawson Eastman. Two down, but 2 are still out there for RBIs. High chopper foul, third base side. There's a called strike, pretty good fastball. That was knee level. In the dirt, knocked down by Morse, the catcher now. Kowalski moves from catcher to pitcher. foul ball. Hanging in there. There's a stroke, and I mean a big-time stroke. That is going to score a run. He turned on that one and put it right by the bag at third base. Picking up an RBI. Here's Brady Lenzendorf now. Runner taking off. Here comes the throw. It's not going to be in time. Tell you what, Eastman got down there in a hurry. Showed a good burst of speed. Now Brady Lenzendorf, he's going to pop this one up. And that will be out number 2. Might even be only out number 1. It is. I had to double check there. I was looking through my lineup here all of a sudden. So the pop up to the shortstop, there's 1 down. Here's Weston Marks. Ball gets away, and ooh, what a good bounce right back at Morse. That's the thing with the cement walling down below us here. The wall can be your enemy, and sometimes it can be a pretty good friend. That time it was a pretty good friend for Onalaska. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2, or is it 1-1? 1-1. Pop this one up. And that'll be a nice catch by Morse. Got that headgear off right away and was able to locate the ball for out number 2. Well, here's the 9th batter of the inning. Nick McCulloch, your number 8 hitter. Checked his swing, but it's in there for a strike. That'll be downstairs. That pitch was probably in on the feet of a left-handed hitter. A little bit outside. Now 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. That's going to ride in pretty tight on the legs, and it is a walk here. So Prairie Du Chien with bases loaded again. And Drake Ingham, who led off the inning, hit a slow ground ball here. The scoop, the throw, and they will just get him. to finish off the inning 5-3. But 4 runs coming across in the inning. They get those 4 runs on 1, 2 hits. There was an error in the inning and also 4 walks to help the cause for Prairie Du Chien. 6-0 your score. Well, Caden Prezina is going to step into the batter's box here in this 5th inning. First offering to him is going to be a ball. Today's game, he's 1 for 2. A double in his first at bat. There's a strike, and then flew out to left field back in the 3rd. Here he is in the 5th with Onalaska trailing 6-0. That'll be up high. Game coming up, Prairie Du Chien and Viroqua. Should be a dandy one. Hope you can stay with us. There's a ball hit, boy, right down the line again. That is the second time we've seen something like that. And Perzina is going to have a solid single. He put that one within 3 inches of third base. Here's Kokaizo now, third baseman. High chopper. Looking for the throw. It's not going to be in time. That'll be an infield single on the high chopper. Here's Carson Zinnicker. Kokaizo, that is his first hit of the ball game. He's 1 for 2. He walked back in the 3rd. Back in the 1st and flew out in the 3rd. This is Carson Zinnicker, as I mentioned. He is 0 for 2. Both times up, he's grounded 5-3. He's been challenging Hunter Jones down there at third base, and Jones has won both encounters. Here's a deep fly ball out to center field. That's going to be caught, and a throw coming in quickly. And a great throw there by Brady Lenzendorf, the center fielder. One down now as the fly out to center field brings up Landon Hubert, who is 2 for 2. Copsey is yet to figure this young man out. One and 0 now. Fly ball, right field. That'll be caught. And again, the throw coming in on target, being getting the cutoff man. Two down. There's a strike. This ball is going to drop in this time. Here comes a run, and Onalaska is on the board. The hit by Morse. The throw coming in, it'll be a single. He moves to second on the throw home. Runners at second and third now, and a courtesy runner coming in for Morse, who is now catching. There's a strike. Popped that one foul off high on the netting here. That pitch was downstairs, just missing. 2-2. Again outside, now a full count. This one's popped up and out of play. That's going to be lifted foul the other way. So a good battle going on here now. This one's popped up. And that is going to be a nice catch there by the catcher. Making the grab was Bryce Lenzendorf for out number 3. Pop up to end the inning. But the Onalaska crew, they will pick up a run here. They get 1 run on a couple of hits, make it 3 hits, and they'll leave 2 on base. 6-1 your score. We move to the bottom half of inning number 5. Into the bottom half of inning number 5 in a 6-1 ball game. We are going to see the top of the order here. Pedretti, Copsey, and Lenzendorf. Called strike. Chop that one foul underneath. Here's the ball lifted out towards right field, and that is going to be caught. One down. Here's Carter Copsey now. doing the pitching, and I tell you what, he has been staked to a 6-1 lead. This one is popped up again. Right field. Oh, he dropped that one. That's going to go down as an error. He had it and dropped it. So an E9. It's a tough break there for Onalaska. If that popped out and caught him in the nose, they're going to go check him out. We're going to take a little break. Well, now they got things situated here. Runner is going to take off here at from first base and is going to get into second. We're going to tell you a little bit about some of the changes here. It's going to be John Goebel coming in for Brzinga, I believe. Here comes the throw. It's going to be 2 first for the out on the ground ball. Hunter Jones now stepping in. It was a 5-3 put out. Route number 2. Goebel comes in and plays second base, and meanwhile, from second, Hubert goes out to right field. On that play with the previous right fielder in Zinnicker, I wonder if the sun didn't have a little bit to do with that air out there, and it looked like the ball might have kicked off his glove and caught him in the nose. Here's a fly ball, and let's see if they're going to make the catch. They are. A diving try out there for out number 3. Wow, that was the center fielder coming all the way over to make that grab. Well, no runs on no hits. There was an error in the inning. We'll keep the score at 6-1. Onalaska coming up to bat. They trail by 5. Now we come back here to the Park Bowl. It is the top of the 6th inning. Game coming up, Prairie Du Chien and Viroqua. Probably going to start a little after 7 o'clock here now as we are hitting the 6:33 mark. Seth Kowalski, the pitcher, now stepping in. A little bit low, it's 2-0. That's going to be downstairs. Just missed the knees. And there's going to be a walk. So leadoff man on with the walk here for Onalaska. Back to the top of the order with Brody Mitchell. Be a strike on the first offering from Copsey. Here's a shot back up the middle for a base hit. Down at first is Mitchell. That's going to bring up Griffin Schultz now, the shortstop. Looked like he was potentially thinking bunt. and took that one for a strike. Schultz today is 1 for 3. Choked up again like he was going to bunt. Downstairs, now 3-0. Got a strike in there. Well, they showed 2-1 on the board. I thought it was 3-1. And it must have been. There's ball 4. And that's going to load the bases up, and that's going to bring coach out, and we may see the pitching change here for Prairie Du Chien. Here we go with Noah Pedretti now on the mound pitching. His first offering is going to be downstairs. It's 1-0. Now he got the strike in there. Facing number 25 in Camden Pierzina. Pierzina watches a curveball drop in. That was a beauty. Looked like that one came from left field for a moment, didn't it? Another curve, but that one just missed. Two and two now. That one popped out of the mitt, nearly got Linsendorf. Now 3-2. Nobody out and bases juiced. Swinging a foul ball, hung on by Linsendorf. Strikeout intact there. One down. Here's Caden Kokaizo now. Kokaizo today 1 for 2. Has a walk in there as well. Curveball. Going to be short to the base. That ball had some movement on it, but wound up outside. And it's 2-0. Make it 3-0. Just a bit upstairs. That's in the dirt, and a walk is issued, and an RBI going here to Kokaizo. A run in, that puts the score at 6-2 in favor of Prairie Du Chien. Fouled that one off is John Goebel, who came in for the injured Zinicker. Wound up playing at second base, and they moved Hubert out to right field, though. He's batting in that position. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Blowing away. 1-2 the count. Now 2-2. Pedretti is into the windup and just downstairs. Three and 0. Still no place to go here. Chop that one underneath. Count will stay at 3-2. And there's ball 4. Well, making things a little interesting here. And here comes the coach. We will see what happens in a moment. Two walks in the inning here with bases loaded. And we have a 6-3 ball game. Prairie Du Chien out in front here. We're in the top of the 6th inning. This is popped up and out of play. Pedretti will be out in front 0-1 to Hubert. It's Hubert or Hubbard? Probably Hubbard, the more I think about it. One and one now. Pop this one up. Coming up is the left fielder. Here comes the throw home. It's going to be cut off. There's nobody at third. And the run is in. Runner at second, and Kokaizo is able to make it to third base. It's a sac fly from Hubbard. Two down. 6-4 your score now as the Grasshoppers trying to get out of this inning. Swing and a miss. Hunter Morse, who has hit the ball hard, he is 2 for 2 and a walk. So he's been on base every time. Curveball. Going to stay inside. It's 2-0. Check that. It's 1-1. The first pitch was a strike. There's a strike. Pedretti with a really nice tight curve that will get you if you're not careful. That one nearly did. Just a bit high. Fastball, that's downstairs. And that'll be outside, and it's another walk here that will not score a run because the runner's at first and third. Now bases are loaded again. And now we're going to get a pitching change. Second time out, and we'll make that move. Onalaska doing a good job of keeping the pressure on, I guess is the best way to say it. We're going to have a new pitcher coming in, the pitching change. McCulloch now comes in to pitch, and his first offering is in there for a strike. Landon Stewart up to bat here with two down and bases loaded. That'll be outside. Here's a shot that's going to get through for a base hit. Here comes one, and here comes the tying run, and we got ourselves a knotted score at 6 apiece. Wow. Hubert smoked one down the line there again, well, more towards left field, just out of the reach of Jones at third base. On the throw, winds up at Stewart winds up at second. Here's Kowalski now. There's a ball hit off from pitcher. They'll go to first. Covering was Copsey to get the out, but we got ourselves a tie game now. Picking up 5 runs. They get 5 runs on, well, I tell you what, there's a lot of walks in there, but Goebel got a hit. So let's see, there was 1, 2, 3 hits. Also, 1, 2, 3 walks in the inning as well. We'll be back, all knotted. Bottom of the 6th coming up. The Grasshoppers of Prairie Du Chien. Well, they have a couple of cracks here with the bottom of the 6th. Trying to come up with a run in a tie game. All tied up. Yeah, 6 apiece. Onalaska sticking around. I have to take that back. It's 7-6. I miscounted here. I missed the run. Onalaska out in front. So now Prairie Du Chien with the pressure to try and pick up a run here and tie this game up. Whether it's in this half inning or the bottom of the 7th. Their defense will have to hold up as well. Well, offensively, they get the leadoff man on. Dawson Eastman hustles down to first base. Here's Brady Lenzendorf now. Kowalski pitching here for Onalaska. Quick toss over to first. There's a strike. Runner taking off. Here's the throw down. They are going to get him. Wow. Good jump. But the throw on the mark. One down. Little chopper underneath for a strike. 1-2. Here's a pop-up. First baseman says he has it, and he does. There's 2 away. Here's Weston Marks, number 7 in the lineup. This is popped up and not able to get to it as it bounces off the dugout roof. That'll be downstairs. 1-1. 2 down after getting the runner trying to steal second base. Chopper underneath. That's going to put the count at 1-2 now. Ground ball, third base side. That'll be foul. Quick chat here now with the catcher. Morris wanted to make sure that he's not messed up with the signs. Kowalski has been the catcher, so gonna double check everything, make sure they're on the same page. There's a ball driven out towards left field. Boy, a real good shot there, and turning and heading into second base with a stand-up double. That was Marks with the stroke. And now the pitcher, and Nick McCulloch, is going to step in. See if he can trade places here with his teammate in Weston Marks. That'll be inside. There's a strike. Downstairs. Here's a ground ball. Little trouble there. The throw is just going to be in time. Wow. Just got that one over there. Well, we go to the 7th inning. No runs. On, let's see, no one hit. And they'll leave the runner stranded at second base. 7-6, Onalaska. Onalaska holding on to that one-run lead, and they're going to see if they can add to it. That would put even more pressure on the Grasshoppers of Prairie Du Chien. The count moves to 1-1 here. That's going to be a base hit. That was the top of the order here. In Brody Mitchell with the hit. And now Griffin Schultz will step in. Mitchell over at first. Got to be downstairs. There's a pretty good cut. Definitely went after that one, did Schultz. Came up empty. And it's 2-1. Well, he had that 2-0 count and was not going to be denied. Now he bunts, and the throw not going to happen. Jones not able to pick that up. That was a pretty good bunt. Put him down as an infield single here. Here's Caden Erzina now. Takes the ball up high. McCulloch doing the pitching here now. There's a ground ball. That's going to get through. They'll take it a base at a time. Three hits in a row. That happened once before. That was Prairie Du Chien who had the 3 hits in a row. They actually had, let's see, they had 3? They had 5 out of 6 anyways. That was back in the 4th inning. They got red hot. Here's a drive. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Over the head of Lenzendorf. 1 run's coming across. Here comes 2. It's a double. Erzina down at third. Scoring was Schultz and Mitchell. And some big insurance runs right there for Onalaska. My goodness. Offering is going to be high. Two and 0 now. Nobody out. That'll be upstairs. We saw this happen to West Salem as well in their game versus Westby, where they had some struggles with the pitching, and that's kind of what's happened here all of a sudden. A walk here to John Gobo, and the bases are loaded once again. Hubert, let's see, he has a sacrifice. He's 2 for 3 today. Swing and a miss. He's scored a run. Popped foul out of play. Right on top of us, you hear the bang. (9-6) the score on Onalaska. 0-2 here, the count. Kulik just missed outside. That rides in tight. Here's a stroke, and that's going to be another base hit. And they're going to now send the runner. They held him up, and now the throw, and wow, 2 more coming in. Coming around on that one with a pretty good swing and got a lot of bat on it was Landon Hubbard. Here's Hunter Morse. Again, nobody out. Popped this one up. Morse today, 2 for, let's see, I'm 3 for 3 actually, with a walk. Here's a fly ball, center field. Lenzendorf will make the grab, and there's 1 down. Total of 300 pitches have been thrown here in this game already, and we're still going. Still have the bottom of the 7th to go with. The first offering here to Landon Stewart is going to be outside for a ball. This is going to drop in down at in right, shallow right field. So a base hit again. That will load the bases up 1 more time. Seth Kowalski here's a shot out to center field and a running grab. And they'll get the sacrifice. 2 down. There's Brody Mitchell back to the top of the order. Still here in the 7th. They batted around again. This is going out towards right field. They're going to get the grab to finally end the inning. Wow. 12-6 your score here. We can't even count how many hits. There was there was 4 in a row, and Gobo might have been 5. It's been crazy. 12-6 your score. Well, we're going to get things going a little bit later here in the final game, but we still have a half an inning to go here. My goodness. And that's what we're going to look at right now as coming up to bat here for Prairie Du Chien, who will tackle or tangle, whichever way you want to look at it, with the Viroqua 138ers at the completion of this one. They'll probably take about 10-15 minutes to get the field groomed here and then get going again. It's the 9-1-2 part of the order here. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, and he'll do the soft toss over to first baseman, and there's 1 down. Here's Noah Pedretti. Pedretti fouls the first pitch off. 1 for 3 today here in this game. Another one coming up. Here's a shot that is going to be foul down the first base side. Knocking that one down. There's a ball low. That's going to be outside. Three and 2 now to Pedretti. Leadoff man for Prairie Du Chien. That one came in and nearly got him. It's ball 4. Carter Copsey in tight. Bit upstairs. That's going to be in tight. And there's going to be a walk. Well, the Grasshoppers being disciplined here. Now Bryce Lenzendorf, the catcher, stepping in. 12-6 the score on Alaska with a big last couple of innings. Ten runs in the last 2 innings here have propelled them to the lead of 12-6. There's a called strike. There's a strike again. 0-2 now. Nearly got him on the shins. This is lifted foul out of play. Oh, a nice grab out there by one of the fans. A one-handed grab. How about that? that got the crowd excited. There's a ground ball. The relay will not be in time. They'll get the lead runner at second, though. Well, I shouldn't say the lead runner, but they'll get a runner out. Two down now. Fielder's choice there for Lenzendorf. Here's Jones. Called strike. Kowalski. This is a ball lifted foul out of play to the right side. Here's a ball driven out towards center field. This should end it, and it does. And a 12-6 come from behind victory here for Onalaska, keeping their hopes alive in this Viroqua Legion baseball tournament action. Well, it's we hope you've enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin video production. The teams will come across. Onalaska picking up the win with 10 runs in the last 2 innings. Come away with a 12-6 victory. Stay tuned. More here from the Park Bowl as Viroqua and Prairie Du Chien will come up in about 15 minutes.